Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So today I am sharing the long-awaited, maybe you guys weren't even waiting for this, but I have been waiting forever to share it. I finally got my office done and am able to finally share the before and after. So right now I'm just showing you a little bit of the clips of the finished office. While I just thank you for being here, for coming to support another video. I appreciate you guys so much. So now I'm going to show you some before videos of the office. These aren't great. I actually wish I would have taken better videos, but whatever. It is what it is. So I'm going to show you here. So this is a desk area that I was using for my paint stuff. I've shared in another video that I did it for just kind of a hobby desk. It was kind of just like, homeschool desk at one point, sewing desk at one point, hobby desk. So that's what that area was. Lastly, it was a paint desk. And then we have Stella laying there on her chair / my chair. It's supposed to be my reading chair, but she's always taking over this chair and living her best life. That corner desk is where I do all of my marketing graphic design work. And that chair that I use is the most uncomfortable thing ever to sit in for a workspace. But that's what I do there at that. That's where I just do all my marketing work, graphic design work. This bookshelf is where I had all of my hobby craft stuff, books, art books, extra supplies, sewing stuff. Like I think there's dog treats on there. Just all my stuff. My treadmill behind the door. It's just, yeah, there's a lot going on there. I have my billboard with my work notes and things like that. I have some stuff taken down because of privacy reasons with my job, but I usually have more stuff hanging up there. So the few plants that I was able to get in here on top of that shelf, they're doing fine, but they don't absolutely love it up there. Yep, so that's the before, and now I am going to flip over and show you a tour of the new office.
It's always been you, Jesus. It's always been you, Emmanuel. Who gave me this courage?
All right, now I'm going to do a quick walkthrough through the office studio and just point out any comments on anything, where I got them from or where they came from, what's new and old and that kind of stuff. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but there's a lot of stuff in here. It does look a little bit busy and cluttered, but it is exactly what I wanted. And I usually like to try and go for more of a minimalist. I don't like the maximalist style or anything too cluttered, but this is a little bit different because with my office art studio, I don't mind some clutter. Okay, I have to real quick apologize for my dog. She's going to be barking in the background and I can't do anything about it. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. So in this back corner here, I am going to either put up some narrow shelving to go behind the door or just a tall, narrow shelf for all of my books. I still haven't found what I want yet here. So this is the only part of the room that I'm not done with. This chair I have had forever. I got it at Goodwill. Oh my gosh. I don't know, probably 10 or 15 years ago. I did just get these new pillow covers from Amazon. I'll link anything I got from Amazon recently in the description. It's not affiliated links. I'm not anything like that. This is just stuff that I bought. So this lamp is an antique. It's from my grandparents. It actually still works. I love the way it looks and it goes perfectly with the room, but the light itself, it's not bad. Like when it's all dark, it kind of puts off this warm light, but I usually keep it off, but it does work, which is super cool. And then that's a picture of me and my husband. And then this right here just tells me the temperature in the room and also the humidity for my plants. It usually says like wet, dry, or okay here, but I think I need to restart it. This little table here was made for us from our neighbor for a wedding gift. And then this corner over here is my plant corner. So all of these plants used to be around the house. I don't get super good lighting in the house, so I was really excited to bring them all in here and then get my humidifier. They are all doing so much better in here. And now I have more space for more plants. So before I made this corner, I actually didn't want any more plants, but now I want more plants because I want this to be totally full, except for my sewing box. I'll move that. But this is actually 2 shelving units that I got from Amazon, and I stacked them as high as I could get them. If I do any more, then it goes up too far to the ceiling and it looks weird. So I actually just kind of pieced it apart and used a couple of the extra pieces for like some plant stands. I'm not really going to talk about my plants. I mean, I guess some other time. It's kind of not what I do on my channel, talk about plants, but I could do a plant tour and talk about what kind of plants I have. The only one I'll mention is probably, well, 2 of them. I'll mention this one. This was my very first plant I got at the beginning of 2020 when COVID started. I was like, this is the perfect time for me to start trying to take care of a plant because I used to never be very good at it. And I'm going to mention is this one. This was my grandma's plant. And then also that one up there, which is taking forever to grow. I saved these plants after she passed away. They almost died, but I was able to save them and even give them away to some people. Or like relatives or sisters and my mom and things like that. And this was in the plant that she had. And then she also always loved hummingbirds. And so I have that in there as well. So anyway, that's the plants. The clock I got from Amazon. It is metal. They had a bunch that looked like metal, but weren't real metal. And I wanted one that was like actual legit. So, and then over here, I have just some more sentimental stuff. This is my dog Colby that I had forever, as you can see. And this was his dog tag. He was the sweetest. So I have him up there. And then I have some canvas paintings that my kids did when they were little. And then this was my first embroidery project. And then my grandma painted that. Just some plants. I love these little guys. They're so stinking cute. Sam made this at the library. And then this shadow box, we had this in our house growing up. So all this stuff we just always had in here when we were kids. The only thing I added was these. I would love to have all of them. Yeah, I don't even know where all the stuff came from. I just know that it was always in here when I was a kid. So that's just why they mean something, is just because I always remember seeing them growing up. And then this over here is Marty's. I'm not sure where he got it. I can't remember what he said, if it's like a family thing, but I just like the way it fit in here because it has like the green tones and copper tones that I have going in the room. So I thought it fit in really good. The rug I got from Amazon, and it is the softest rug I've ever felt in my life. I was really kind of worried how this would work out because rugs I think are usually really stiff. But this laid down real nice and it's really, 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 really soft. I highly recommend this rug, or if there's other designs in the same like Amazon store, yeah, for sure. This was supposed to be like my reading chair, and it has become Stella's sanctuary. This is actually a piece from our couch. Our couch is too big for the area that it is, and it's where you can section it off without having all the little like metal links and stuff like that. So you can't even tell that it's supposed to be with the couch. And then the pillows are from the couch. Another pillowcase I bought from Amazon. This blanket I bought just to keep the chair covered so that Stella and all her shedding and stuff like that, it's easier to clean up, and I can just throw this in the washing machine. This is also from Amazon. It's really soft and it wasn't too expensive. That's why I got it. But I actually really like that blanket. See more plants. I got the macrame set from Amazon. It came with like 5 of them. So I don't have all of them hung up yet, but I love those. They're very soft. They were very easy to put the plants in. I was kind of worried that they would be a pain, but I actually really like those a lot. And then I got the new corner curtain rod, which I love. The curtains I got from Amazon. These are very, very soft. I didn't want blackout curtains. I still want the light, but not super, super hot and shiny. Sometimes it shines like right in our face. So I wanted something to shield it a little bit. So I like that they're not blackout. They're very soft and flowy. And then this white one is actually a bed sheet. Marty and I had this bed sheet set, and the mattress sheet ripped the top sheet was perfectly fine, and I love it. It's super soft and it goes perfectly with the room, so I hung that up as well. I know the desk looks cluttered, but I use all of this stuff, and this is legit my workspace. Before, as you guys saw, I had a desk over here that was like a hobby type desk, like where I did art and sewing and things like that. And then in this corner was where I had my work desk. And so it feels so good to have everything on one big desk in here. I love this desk so much. I actually added the monitor stands on the back, so it's technically a table. So it can be used as a dining room table, but I love it. It's perfect. On this side, I do my work. I took some stuff down. There's more stuff usually hanging up here, but it's with my job. It has addresses and stuff like that, and it's just for privacy reasons. I took a lot of that down. This is where I sit to do like adulting bills and crap like that. For my job, I do graphic design and marketing design for a local real estate office in town. And then I also do stuff on the side, like freelance for people who want me to make a business logo. Or lately, I've done some graduation announcements, event invitations. I make banners, billboards, newspaper ads, YouTube videos for other people, all that kind of stuff. So this is where I do all of that work. And then on this side of the desk is where I do my artwork and like the filming that I've been doing. I have this lamp here that's like it holds the camera or my phone, which is what I use. And then it's got the ring light. And then I also have a smaller one there. And then my colored pencils, paintbrushes. This is the most recent piece that I did on the channel for Easter. This is just a basket I keep here for like just junk, the notebooks that I use a lot and things like that. And then up here is where I keep just a lot of like my favorites. This will probably change every once in a while. My color palettes for my swatch like color palettes for my watercolors. I paint them on there so that way when I'm painting, I can just look up at them and be able to see easily what they're going to look like on the paper, because they usually look different in the pans. Just some reference stuff for like facial expressions and drawing hands, which I hate drawing hands. And just some favorite stuff, but that'll be stuff that probably changes out as time goes on. And then up here on the shelf, this is a lot of stuff that I definitely want to keep or display. It has sentimental value, but I didn't really want down low because I want it in here, but I don't want it taking up a lot of space where I work. I've got some more plants propagating. Part of that's my grandma's back there. The one like a plant, like a leaf wasn't making it, so I cut it, stuck it in some water. The Diet Pepsi can, that's a story back from when I was a kid. It's never been opened. I think I said the other day it's more than 30 years old, I think. The green M&Ms my oldest son gave me, it's another story. We always, when he was little, used to say like, I love you more, I love you more, all this stuff. And then I would say, I love you, all the green M&Ms in the world, because the green was my favorite. Christmas a few years ago, he bought me a whole bag of the green M&Ms, and I completely cried. Reference like wood thing for like if I'm drawing hands, if I want to move it to like see a reference. Just some watercolor book. My favorite dinosaur is a Stegosaurus, so Sam gave me that. And just another book on like illustrating. That is a water bottle that has my name on it, but I just have it turned for privacy reasons. My oldest son made that big clip. That's the when I tried the gouache painting a few videos ago. That's the swatches. I thought it just looked pretty, so I just stuck it up there because I'm not going to probably be using them for a while. This is a Harry Potter calendar that you tear the papers off as the year go by, and then at the end you get a Harry Potter castle and it lights up. Marty got that for me for Christmas, not this last Christmas, but the one before. Another art book is just for like daily sketching. I like to use that for like when I want to go in with just straight pen, like one that I don't really care about, just to really practice drawing without going in with pencil first, just to like get used to not having perfection all the time. Those are those gouache paints. This is a box of acrylic crayons. That is full of crayons that I got for Christmas a couple years ago from my son. Another wood reference figurine. Sam put it in that position. I figured out how to like draw proportions. And I got a book back there that also talks about drawing human proportions. This is a shell ball. This is another thing that goes like way back to like, I think before my mom had kids with her friends. Long story short is you don't want the shell ball. I've had it for a while now. And it's one of those things where there's just a certain little group of people that are in on the shell ball. and you just like randomly find it sometimes. So like it might be where like when my brother comes to visit and before he leaves, I snuck it in his car really quick. And then when he got back home across the United States and as he was unpacking his car, he found the shell ball and now he's stuck with it. And so now his goal is to try and give it to somebody else without them guessing it. So it's a fun game. I've had it for quite a while. Honestly, I should give it to somebody. It's been long enough, but I also don't want it to get lost. It means something, so I'm afraid to get rid of it at the same time. And then another plant. The only other thing that I was going to mention is my chair. Let me take this pillow and blanket off of it. This is a crisscross chair that I got from Amazon, and I absolutely love this thing. Before, when my desk was back in that corner, I used this chair. And my back and shoulders would be hurting so bad by the end of the day. Actually, not even at the end of the day. I just have to work for a couple hours and it would just be terrible. This thing is so comfortable. It rocks kind of like you can make it rock back and forth or as little or as much as you want it to. But it is a legit crisscross chair. Like I can fully sit in it Indian style. So I absolutely love that chair. Highly recommend it. I think that's really all that there is. I guess I might mention my little fan back there because I'm going through premenopause and I'm literally to the point in my life where I need a fan everywhere. I have one on my bedside table. I have this one now. I keep one by the kitchen. The hot flashes are real. No joke. Anything else in here that I think I wanted to talk about? And that's it. I guess the paint color. I can't remember what the brand is. It's like the name brand that you get from Walmart. I can't think of what it's called, but the color is Stellar. And the reason I remember it is because our dog's Stella. And I remember how, just how similar it was. So I know it's called Stellar. I love this so much. I will show some before and after pictures right now, I think, of when I was painting because the windowsills back here were really bad. I had to fill them in. And back here, Stella's already started to like claw it up a little bit, which sucks. I'll just have to touch it up every once in a while. I debated whether to paint the trims and the door frames. I had my sister and my friend help me with this because it just felt wrong to paint everything the same color. But we looked at some reference photos and then we liked how it looked. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I mean, I guess the worst thing that could happen is that I hate it and I have to repaint it. But I went ahead and did the top and bottom, oh my gosh, what is it called? Trim, all in the same color. And I absolutely love it. I have been wanting a dark room for quite a while. I always thought that it made the room feel small. And I do not feel like that at all. I just feel like this room is so cozy. And I want to paint every room in my house this color now. So if you haven't painted a dark room and you want to, go for it because I friggin' love this room so much. Like, I just absolutely love how it turned out and I'm going to quit going on and on about it. But yeah, so that is the room tour. I am extremely happy with it. My work life is so much better. My paint life is better. I just love it so much. I love everything about it. It's relaxing. And I don't normally take the time to create a space like this that I want to be in. And it has honestly been way better than I expected it to be, especially with working. I knew I would like how it looked, pretty wise. Just this workspace has just absolutely changed my life. And it honestly just has helped me like get more work done, put more hours in because it doesn't hurt my body so bad. And with my art stuff being out all the time, I'm way more likely to just, spend some time on it. Just love it. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to another video. I know it's a little bit different than what I've been doing, but I had to share the art studio and show you where all of the, I guess, magic is happening over here. And if you guys have not taken the time to go for it and create a space in your home that you absolutely love, I say definitely go for it because it took me forever to get this room cleaned up with all the damage we had in the walls and everything like that. But it was worth every bit of it. So thank you guys so much for coming to another video. I appreciate all of your support and thank you for being here. And if you could, before you go, just subscribe to my channel and like this video. It's just a small way that you can help support me and help my channel to grow. And again, like I said, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this before and after of my art studio / office. And I will see you next week for another painting video.